Hey there guys, I hope you guys are having a great day. Anyway, I'm gonna show off this figure made by Deities. Although they changed their name, they now go by Mythos Anime. This is their Jade Rabbit, aka Vegeta from Dragon Ball. To be more specific, this is the Xeno version of Vegeta from Dragon Ball Heroes. Now I'm gonna be very honest, I don't really know much about the Heroes universe, however I have played the game World Mission, and I've seen the shorts that came out a few years ago. That's about where most of my knowledge comes from. Now, I never really paid too much attention to that stuff, mainly because it was exclusive to Japan, but I have seen the designs pop up here and there on the internet, and I've always loved the designs for Xeno Goku and Xeno Vegeta. And Deities, or Mythos Anime, however they call themselves now, they actually did a really good job capturing that design. And for anyone who's unaware, I've actually reviewed this figure right here. It's made by Demoniacal Fit. This is the Xeno version of Goku. In fact, these two figures right here are the main reason I finally got into third-party releases. I'll leave a link in the description for anyone who's interested. I reviewed this figure as well as the base version of Xeno Goku in the same video. And just to give you guys a heads up, I already ordered a Dragon Ball Daima Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta figure. It already shipped, so hopefully I'll be able to review that for next week. And just to be clear, I'm talking about the adult version. It's pretty crazy that these third-party companies are able to release their figures faster than the official ones. And just so you guys are aware, Mythos Anime has a weird way of releasing their products. As you can see, they like to release them individually from the figure, the headpiece, and the faces. They do this because these figures are unofficial and they don't want to get in trouble, and it seems that other companies are starting to do the same thing, which is really smart. Even though you're ordering one item, you're basically getting 3 in the package just to make sure that there's no like legal trouble. And some of you guys have been wondering why there's a rabbit on the box. Well, that's just simply another way they protect themselves legally. So officially speaking, you're basically buying an alien rabbit action figure, aka the Jade Rabbit. And as you can see, the head is completely unpainted. Now, I would have liked some paint on the eyes, but I get it. You know, no one's really gonna display the figure with that. Alright, and now I'm gonna show you the accessories. Although be aware, I did mess up in the recording. The black hair actually goes with the left accessories. And as you can see, each figure comes with 8 faces and 2 different types of hair. Now, something that I really like is how even the ones for like the base form, there are no duplicates, so it gives you more options to play with. And when it comes to these alternate hairpiece, they're pretty much the same on both figures, except one is Super Saiyan and one is for the base form. And honestly, everything here is really well made. If it wasn't for the packaging, I honestly would think that this was like official product. And these are the rest of the accessories. Be aware, because I bought 2 different versions of the same figure, all the hands are duplicated. They also come with extra pegs just in case. And more importantly, the blast effect piece, depending on which version you get, the color will be different. And what's kinda cool is that the blast effect piece actually have a light up feature. The reason I say kinda cool is because one of them is already dead, the yellow one doesn't work anymore. So unfortunately, once that battery died, the insides of the blast effects are basically just a dead weight. Now bear with me on this, I'm going to try to show you it off. Unfortunately, this is going to require me to turn off the lights. And as you can see, it does work. However, once that battery dies out, it's gonna become a useless feature. But still, it's pretty cool regardless. And now I'm gonna show you the worst part of the figure, the cross arms. If you decide to track a copy for yourself, please, for the love of God, do not use these. You see, originally I only wanted the Super Saiyan 3 version, however, the problem is that the pegs and one of the arms just snapped off. Keep in mind that all I did was rotate the arm and the peg just snapped. So I ordered the base version and then I decided to swap out the other arm and the peg and that arm snapped as well. So again, if you decide to track one of these for yourself, make sure to heat up the arms before using the articulation. And don't use the cross arms, I wouldn't risk it if I were you. I have mine super glued on the broken figure. Now this could have easily just been a defect. The new one that I got, I have zero issues with, nothing has broken off, and I've had these figures for quite a while now. As terrible as that was, I think it was just bad luck because I've had zero issue with the second copy. I think I simply got unlucky and got a defective one. And just so you're aware, the base form is the Jade Rabbit B001. And the Super Saiyan 3 version is B003. These figures released back in like Q4 of 2024, and because of that, if you want to get one now on AliExpress, you're gonna spend at least like 140. At that price point, I say that it's not worth it. I would say hold out for a re-release, or maybe Demoniacal Fit will make their own version. After all, they made a Xeno Goku, so I imagine they're gonna want to make a Xeno Vegeta to go along with him. And now I'm going to show you the highlight of the figure, and that is the Super Saiyan 3 hair. As you can see at the forehead, it starts with like a very orange and then it just gets more yellow as it goes along. And what's really cool is that the hair is actually divided to 3 pieces, and as you can see, that color of orange to yellow is you can see it throughout the whole thing. And this is going to be hard to see, but at the tips of all the hairs, you can actually see a little bit of white. It's very subtle and I really like that. And yes, if you bought multiple versions, you can mix and match all the pieces because it is the same figure at the end of the day. And remember that I said that I bought that Dynama Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta? Well, that figure actually uses the same mold for this as this figure. However, some of the pieces are different because of the different armor design. So if you guys want to see that, please subscribe to my channel, and hopefully I should have that video up next week, assuming the figure arrives. Alright, and now it's time to show off the articulation. As you can see, the figure does have a double jointed elbow as well as arm rotation. Just make sure to heat up that bicep before rotating if you do decide to get one for yourself. As well as a double jointed knee and thigh rotation. Unfortunately, this figure does not have boot rotation. Now when it comes to the chest, it does have a ball joint, so that's pretty good. However, when it comes to the stomach, there's nothing there, so unfortunately all you can do is rotate it. So naturally that's gonna negatively impact its ability to bend forward, and especially backwards, as that's pretty much non-existent. Now luckily, thanks to the crotch piece, you can bend down the figure forward a little bit, but backwards, as you can see, that's pretty much nothing. And yes, the figure can do the perfect splits, luckily. Now the thighs do get in the way a little bit, but honestly, not enough to ruin it. The splits is pretty good. And I almost forgot to mention this, but the figure also has butterfly joints. Although to be honest, I don't think they do much, as the improvements that they give are pretty minor. Alright guys, and now it's time for the size comparisons. And here they are next to my recently reviewed Nail Shell Zombie Grizza and Pumpkin Princess. My Jedi Toy Street Fighter Cammy and Guile figure. My Mafex Marvel Gwenpool and my DC Batman Hush. And of course my third-party Figuarts Xeno Gokus. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and please like and subscribe. And if you guys like Dragon Ball, just be aware that I'll be reviewing all the Dynama figures, and those figures seem to be right around the corner. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.